Welcome to the Powerful and Positive People Podcast. You are rocking it out right now with Coach Mark the Spark. Ooh, I'm getting better at it. That was a sweet intro. Today we are with Alan Simonson. Alan Simonson is one of our first degree black belts who right now is training for second degree black belt here at Underground Martial Arts, aka The Growth Dojo. Kylie last week, she said The Growth. She was like, Kylie. I was like, no, like her name. She was a little nervous. And today on the show, like I said, we have Alan Simonson. You are how old?
16.
16 years old. He's on our elite leadership team. He's been a staple student since day one. How old were you when you first started?
I was in 5th grade.
5th grade. How come? What brought you here? Was your parents or you wanted to?
We heard it through like a friend. And we're like, that would be cool to try out.
Did you come to a birthday? It wasn't a birthday party?
No, it was just like a normal class.
All right, nice. Who was the friend? Remember who the friend was?
Dominic Russell family.
Oh yeah, Barb Russell, yeah, Jay Russell, yeah, they're awesome family. This testing term we're actually talking about RISE, and the R stands for responsibility, the I stands for inspiration, the S stands for standards, but the E stands for environment. You know, you are who you are by the company you keep. So, stepping on the mat at 5th grade, was it?
Yeah.
All right. What made you enjoy the environment here?
People here are nice. It was just like fun overall
Yeah.
because you're learning martial arts, but you just make it fun.
Yeah. Well, if it's fun, it's forever, my man. So when you started so you're in 5th grade, you're taking martial arts. Like at that point, are you like, is it just fun, like you said, or is there something else going on in the back of your mind? Like, you know what, I really want to learn self-defense, or I just want to get in shape for a sport.
I was kind of
just
just like, it was a little bit of all of that.
Okay.
I would say.
Now, being 16, doing it since you were 5th grade, you've been through middle school, and now you're 11th grade?
11th grade, yeah.
So you've been through some ages and stages of some big-time changes. In middle school, were you here for the same reason or different?
I'm not sure, honestly.
No?
Nah.
So now you're in high school. What keeps you coming?
Just friends. I still have a lot of fun. I love learning self-defense, and even like the elite leader team is just making me a better person overall.
Yeah.
And I'm just growing.
You are. Well, literally. How tall are you?
6'1".
6'1". You think you got any more left in you?
A little bit.
Who's the tallest in your family?
My dad.
Your dad, how tall is he?
He's like 6'2".
6'2", man.
He's right there.
He feels good about that. You got to pass. He will be so upset, won't he?
Yeah.
Oh man, it'll be a loss like the Miami Dolphins. Oh, Mr. Simonson, I'm sorry to put him down like that. So all right, so you've been coming since 5th grade, like we said.
Yeah.
You're a 1st degree black belt. You're going for 2nd degree black belt right now. You're on the elite leadership team. You were also a lifeguard, right?
Yes.
What other jobs have you had outside of here?
That was it.
Cool, very cool. You are a token teenager. Like, you're super humble, you're super laid back, but you train hard. One of the coolest things I've seen from you, from going from 1st degree black belt to this Saturday coming up with your 2nd degree black belt, is just that maturity. Like, asking you those age and stages, like how are you changing a little bit? And you by far, like, you can see that adult, like that man that's kind of coming through because you're training hard. You have a certain new level of intensity. But what I love most about it, you're becoming more confident about it. A lot of times you're a little bit quiet, would you agree? You keep to yourself, which is awesome. But you are starting to become that role model on the mat through your showcasing of your skills and your attitude with it. You know, you have a different type of demeanor, which is awesome.
Yep.
So my next question for you, my main man, is... we're going to cut right to the chase. One of my favorite questions, and that's the whole point of this podcast. You know, I want to ask a question to all my guests on the show of a struggle that they had been through and how they got through it and why they are now even more powerful and positive due to that struggle. And that's why we call it the Powerful and Positive People Podcast. So, question, what was a struggle in your life that was very challenging for you, but you got through it, and how?
Probably be just like time management.
Okay. What was the struggle?
A lot. So I was just involved in like ROTC. I was playing golf. I was working. I was here, and I just like I want to spend time with friends. I just really didn't have time for myself. I had school, and then I was staying after for school. I go in early for school, and it all just adds up, and I really don't have time for myself in the end.
Right. Well, if you think about it, all those things that you're doing is building yourself. So I can see what you're saying. There was no time maybe just to sit and relax, play a video game, and just chill, not think about anything, not have to train or go somewhere. So I get that. Which is pretty awesome if you
Yeah.
think about it. It's like we always talk on the mat, pressure creates diamonds, right? And that kind of pressure and that kind of focus, that's why you're so successful. I know you don't quite see it now like you're saying, oh man, you know, I have no time for myself, but discipline actually gives you freedom. Discipline gives you freedom, and that what that means is this: by doing the right thing, by getting good grades, by being in great shape, by improving yourself, not just physically, but also your character inside and out, becoming a leader, that gives you freedom to really pick to do what you want to do. Versus slacking off and not doing it, the freedom is this: you're getting in trouble, your grades are bad, you're getting held back, you're not allowed to do things. So the discipline actually gives you the freedom. You went to, what did you go to this last summer?
CLC, Cadet Leadership Course for ROTC, and it's just like boot camp for a week.
Yeah. They say it's like a really cool experience for ROTC, but in the end, it's just a straight hardcore boot camp.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, that could have been your struggle with how you got to that. Because I heard that a lot of people, when they get there, they actually call out and they can't go through it.
Yeah.
Why do you think that? What did you see other kids going through?
I think it was just like a lot of the yelling, because you're being yelled at all week, from when you wake up to when you go to sleep. I just think it's just too much pressure, and some people just can't handle it.
Right.
And they, like, when I get yelled at, I see it as like motivation to get better.
I was just about to ask you, how do you perceive that? Like, so it's coming in, and that's what's so cool about perception is, like, someone tells you something, you literally get to reprogram that and switch it up and transform it how you want to take it. So you took it as motivation?
Yeah, I kind of use it just to make myself better.
Yeah.
I feel like other people are seeing it as like, oh, I'm getting yelled at for this, I'm bad at this, and they just keep putting themselves down because of it.
It's the mindset.
Yeah.
You know, I said last time with Kylie, things either happen to you or for you. And when you think about how, man, this is happening for me.
Yeah.
You imagine if you're like the guy's like, let's go, I want 10 more from you, Alan. And you're like, yes, sir, you got me fired up. Like, listen, Alan, I don't want to hear you talk again. You hear me? Oh, yeah, let's get jacked up. Man, I would have a blast with it, but at that age, I would definitely not say anything. Did they end up liking you? Like, towards the end, what was that like?
Yeah, I mean, at the end, they were just like, you know, you were one of the best people there. I didn't talk back. I just did what I was told to do. And
what did you get out of it?
It's just like, it was just like overall just great experience, just to get like basic military knowledge of like if I wanted to go in. Just leadership skills. That was really it.
Right.
I mean,
so you have all this on your plate: ROTC, GOF, working, martial arts, leadership, school, going in early, staying late.
Yeah.
How'd you get through that? How'd you end up managing your time to kind of do things? Did you end up doing something for yourself? Did you end up changing it around?
So, like, you know, any free time during school, I'll try to get homework done, just so, like, when I get home, I'm not stacked up on it.
Right.
And then I would just, like, plan better, just in general, and just try to make the time for myself, I guess you say.
There's a saying that either if you don't run the day will run you.
Yeah, that's true.
And there's an old school saying that used to be at my old dojo. It was the dojo rules. It was plan your work and work your plan. And success, it's actually very, very easy because there's just a formula that you follow. Like, plan your work your plan, run the day, don't let the day run you, set yourself up for success, finish your week before you start it. That's cool. I remember when I heard that, someone was like, you know, finish your day before you start it. You're like, wait, what? How in the world did I do that? The night before, just plan it all out. And now you actually get to see, all right, this is where I'm going to do this is where I'm going to do that. Which is pretty cool. That's pretty mature of you, because the more you do, the better you get. And the more you can handle, the more pressure you can take. Yeah. There's a lot of, right now, it's 1 out of 4 college kids are seeing a therapist and a counselor, because when you get to college, it's a lot of work. You know what I mean? A lot relies on you, that responsibility. So what's cool about you is you've been taking on that responsibility little by little. Even though that year, or when you were going through that struggle, seemed like a lot, but you were kind of preparing yourself. Because you did martial arts, you became a black belt, you brought on another thing, you felt the pressure of that, you handle it, you brought on another thing, you felt the pressure of that, you handle it. And now just what happens is just like, hey, bring it on.
Yeah.
And if something doesn't get done, it doesn't get done. Out of all those, so GOF, martial arts, school, ROTC, and work. Those 5, if you had to get rid of one, which one would it be?
I'm not sure.
Come on, you have to think right now. This is probably your next struggle in life. One of them you have to give away. Give up. Well, we know it's not martial arts because I'm sitting
No.
right here in front of you.
It can't really be school because
Yeah.
that's something you give up.
Process of elimination.
Yeah.
Here we go.
It'd probably be work, honestly.
On lifeguard?
Yeah.
Man, did you do the white thing on your nose?
No.
No? Did you get fried?
Yes.
You wear a t-shirt or you,
No, I take my shirt off.
you got the whistle?
Yeah.
What were some of like your hard rules for you? Like when the kids run, you're like,
Yeah.
no running.
That was.
Would that be the number one thing that you always caught kids doing?
Probably.
Yeah.
That or like there's diving boards and kids like double bounce, like bounce like 3 times on it.
Double bounce.
That's
No.
Yeah.
Well, you're at a cross between right now. It's like all those things that you did as a kid. You're like, that was awesome. Like, why is he whistling?
Yeah.
Like, are you kidding me? And now you're kind of like, you're still somewhat of a kid
Yeah.
that way, but you also have to be mature enough
Yeah.
to be responsible for it. You are the man. So, what's one of the biggest areas of growth since you've been coming? So you've been coming since 5th grade. Here you are, 11th grade. What's been your biggest area of growth in the martial arts?
Well, just physically I've become stronger, but also mentally, like I just become more confident in myself, better self-esteem, discipline too. That was a big thing. That's really it. And then like just learning skills like self-defense and
Right.
leadership skills, all
With
that.
that you hit the nail on the head when you say confident, because you've always been that passive person.
Yeah.
Not passive in a way that, you know, you cowardly down, but you're just a passive, relaxed kid.
Yeah.
And when you went through Black Belt, you trained hard, you sparred hard, you did everything great, what
Yeah.
was expected of you, but you still had that passive mentality. But like I said at the beginning of the podcast, there's a different level of Alan right
Yeah.
now. You know, it's you still are passive, but when it's time to show up, it's like you're letting people
Yeah.
know this is my time, versus just kind of going through the motions and kind of just sitting back a little bit.
Yeah.
I love that. I love to see that transformation too,
Yeah.
because it does happen. You know, you literally. I'll never forget. I went to Tony Robbins' seminar. You know who Tony Robbins is,
Yeah.
right? We always talk about him on the mat. As he's up, it's like it's the end of the 5-day event, and he's talking to everybody, and he's talking about this person that is just amazing. This person been through challenges. This person who's leveled up in his life. This person is super successful, has done all these things, and in the end, it was just like, that's me. He's like, I created this person, and that's what you do. You know, we always think like we're supposed to be somebody automatically in the end. You know, growth doesn't happen by itself. It has to be intentional. And when people don't grow and set goals like you do, they let life dictate who they are. Whereas what you've been doing, you've been building Alan Simonson, right?
Yeah.
And most people don't take the time to do that. So you literally get to create. Like who you are right now, you built this person. At any point, you can change, you can pull something off and rebuild, right? But like I said, you are here because you built this bad boy. I mean,
Yeah.
boot camp, ROTC, going to school when you don't feel like it, good grades, you're working, you're a lifeguard stud. How many times do you think you blow the whistle? Are you on it all the time?
Yeah.
But are you on it all the time because you sincerely, it's like a pet peeve, you don't want someone doing wrong, or it's like that's just my job if I don't do it.
That's just my job.
Yeah.
And I don't want to see someone get hurt.
Yeah, slip and fall.
Yeah.
Any accidents in the pool?
I had one save, that was it.
Yeah, did you really? What happened?
So there's a little kid, he usually wears floaties or whatever, and parents weren't watching him, he ran away and jumped in the pool and
really?
started drowning. Yeah.
Look at that. Way
Yeah.
to go. You're a hero, like we said.
Yeah.
That's awesome. How do you say so powerful and positive? I mean, that's the title of the show, and you definitely are that person.
I keep coming here, and like, I say a big thing with sleep is like not going to sleep at 3 in the morning because I wake up at like 5:30, 5:15.
Right.
So I need sleep to just stay energized, and just making new friends, always going out and doing stuff out of my comfort zone.
Yeah. Nice. You know, if it doesn't challenge you, doesn't
Yeah.
change you, and you push the limits. A goal should excite you, but also scare you a little bit at the same
Yeah.
time. But when you said the environment, obviously,
Mhm.
right? It's like you hang around 10, you're going to be a 10.
Yeah.
You hang around 5, you're going to be a 5. So if a 5 level is kind of like mediocre attitude, you're going to have the same one.
Yeah.
Whereas here, it's like, that's not our standard. Our standard is level 10. And there's a saying, if you hang around 9 broke people, you're bound to be the 10th one. Right? And the other thing was environment, stepping outside your comfort zone. What was the other thing you said? Oh, man. Oh, man. What was it? Things that help you become powerful and positive. It was a good one, too. It was so good that we forgot it. All right, we're going to move on.
Yeah.
All right, so what's next for you? That's an awesome question. Always think about that for yourself. And that's why you're becoming a second degree black belt. You made first degree. What's next? Second degree. You did ROTC. What's next? I want to do a boot camp in the summertime.
Yeah.
When you're constantly asking yourself what's next, you know you are on the right track. What's next for you?
So here, I want to get my second degree, and then after that, I want to just continue my journey, continue to leader. I love teaching classes, doing all that.
It's been
helping
one thing
people
that
out.
you've grown a lot
Yeah.
in. And like, there's the passiveness. That's exactly what I'm talking about. You're still passive, but you know now when to step up and let people know, I'm Alan Simonson.
Yeah.
I'm Alan Simonson. Who are you? Who are you? Come on, give it to me, loud. Show them how loud you are. You're like Coach Josh. You know, you just don't have that in you. You're not loud and obnoxious like me. All right, so last question for you. I love this question. If you were sitting across from your 9-year-old self right now, you had little Alan Simonson, he's in 4th, 5th grade, and he's about to go through everything that you have gone through to where you are now. What advice would you be giving him to kind of get him ready for his journey?
I would say
that you didn't know at the time. Go ahead.
Go out and make new friends, but make wise choices on who your friends are, because just like we talked about earlier, who you hang around is who you're going to end up being.
Right.
So I would tell him that, just be a overall good person. Don't screw around in school. Go there, get your stuff done, come home. I don't know what else.
I think you were telling yourself that whole time, getting to yourself to this point.
Yeah.
Whenever I ask that question, it's like they're the same answers for the next. What's next for Alan Simonson? Meet people, surround yourself with great people. Hey, I want to be this now. Well, go find those people that are doing it. Right? Be kind, do the right thing, be a good person, and when you're doing something, do it. Be present. Like you said, when I'm in school, I'm in school. Right? When I'm playing, I'm playing. When I'm working, I'm working.
Yeah.
There's no in between. I'm all in on it. So this way, there's no such thing as balance, but you can always be present in what you're doing. Like right now, we're present. We're in the zone right now.
Yeah.
You're not thinking about something else. Well, I got to say, I'm super proud of you.
Thank you, Coach.
I'm honored to be your coach because people are always like, oh, do you have any trophies and stuff like that? Were you ever a fighter? And, I've done all those things in the past, but you're a trophy for me. I love a piece of plastic sits up on the wall because you fought well or you did a kata or something like that. But you, knowing that you are a trophy that's going to go out there and make a difference and continue the way of the martial arts warrior, which is constantly getting better, having that Kaizen attitude, constantly never-ending improvement, and helping others and giving back. So I'm proud of you. I'm honored to be your coach. Way to go. Keep up the great work. This Saturday is second degree black belt. Are you ready to walk through hell and come back? Are you ready to walk through the flames of hell?
I can't wait.
Oh man, I'm gonna try to break you. Think I can? No, right? No, it's just it's not possible. This is not an option. Well, awesome job. Keep up the great work. And then we're signing off. Once again, this is Coach Mark the Spark from the Powerful and Positive People Podcast. Today you were tuned in with my main man, Alan Simonson, the 4th, right?
The 4th.
The 4th. So check it out. Obviously, you can tell the key to being powerful and positive is surrounding yourself with great people, doing the right thing, and stepping up and getting out there and trying to be more, because progress equals happiness. And life is so much more exciting when you're excelling at it. You the man, buddy. Keep up the great work.
Thanks, Coach.
As for the rest of you, we're tuning out. We'll look forward to seeing you on the next episode. You rock. And good.